The 1960s were a time of bold fashion, iconic films, and unforgettable stars. But not every actress was beloved by the public or their peers. Here are 26 most hated Hollywood actresses of the 1960s, whether it was due to off-screen drama, behind-the-scenes feuds, or simply their awful personalities. 1. Catherine Deneuve. French actress Catherine Deneuve signed a controversial open letter criticizing the Me Too movement along with 99 other French women. They argued that the movement had shifted from empowering women to speak out against harassment to enforcing overly strict social standards. Deneuve and the signatories felt that even awkward flirting should not be criminalized, as it risked curbing personal freedoms. However, the letter sparked widespread backlash, with critics accusing the group of being out of touch with modern women's struggles. Deneuve and her co-signers were labeled as privileged as they were more worried about their freedoms than supporting victims of harassment. 2. Brigitte Bardot. Brigitte Bardot, famed for her role in the 1956 film And God Created Woman, became a renowned model and actress. However, her life wasn't without controversy. Bardot faced legal issues several times for her comments about Islam, including a €15,000 fine in 2008 for criticizing Muslim immigrants. After retiring from acting, Bardot focused on animal rights activism, often disregarding social norms in her efforts. Her personal life also drew attention, as her husband was linked to a far-right political party. Despite her controversial views, Bardot apologized in court, stating she never intended to harm and recognized good and bad people in all groups, including Muslims. 3. Honor Blackman. Honor Blackman became a household name for her role as Pussy Galore in Goldfinger, but she didn't embrace the Bond girl label. She disliked watching herself on screen and avoided roles that focused solely on her looks, preferring more complex characters like Kathy Gale, whom she played in The Avengers from 1962 to 1964. Despite her reservations about the Bond experience, Blackman acknowledged Sean Connery's charm, calling him the most attractive creature she'd ever met. However, she disagreed with Connery politically, criticizing him for accepting a knighthood while supporting Scottish independence and not residing in the UK. 4th. Deborah Kerr. Deborah Kerr's career, spanning from Pinewood Studios in the UK to Hollywood, earned her an honorary Academy Award, a rare honor for actresses. Known for her intelligence and poetic sensibility, Kerr starred in iconic British films by Powell and Pressburger, including The Life and Death of Colonel Blimp, 1943, and Black Narcissus, 1947, captivating audiences early in her career. She embraced complex and sometimes controversial roles, portraying young women in challenging situations, such as in Love on the Dole, 1941, and I See a Dark Stranger, 1946. Despite her profound cinematic impact, Kerr's multifaceted personality remains difficult to capture fully in biographies. 5th. Julie Andrews. Julie Andrews, famous for her iconic roles in The Sound of Music and Mary Poppins, may have shocked her co-star Richard Harris during their work on the 1966 film Hawaii. In his biography, Richard Harris, the biography by Michael Feeney, Harris offered a different view of Andrews, describing her as condescending and unkind during their collaboration. He noted that her off-screen personality didn't always match her warm on-screen persona. Harris also shared anecdotes, including how he playfully teased Andrews after overhearing her quiet, seemingly conspiratorial conversations with the director, disrupting her composed demeanor. 6. Ava Gardner. Ava Gardner, often called Hollywood's bad girl, led a life as captivating as her film roles. Her 3 high-profile marriages added drama to her Hollywood story. At just 19, her first marriage to MGM star Mickey Rooney was shaped by studio interference, raising ethical concerns. Her second marriage to jazz musician Artie Shaw featured unconventional living arrangements and efforts by Shaw to refine her through reading and therapy. Her final marriage to Frank Sinatra united 2 major stars, with Gardner embracing the jet-set lifestyle. By 1988, facing financial and health struggles, she hired Peter Evans to ghostwrite her memoir, sparking legal battles with Sinatra that complicated her legacy. 7. Raquel Welch. Raquel Welch, the stunning beauty who rose to fame with 1 million years BC, enjoyed a nearly 6-decade career. However, her success came with challenges. While her striking looks made her a star, Welch longed to be recognized for more than just her sensuality, creating an ongoing internal struggle. Despite earning critical praise for The Three Musketeers, her personal life was tumultuous. A brief marriage ended in a surprisingly low divorce settlement, forcing her to divide all assets. Though she once vowed never to remarry, Welch found love again with Andre Weinfeld, despite her earlier reservations about marriage. 8. Shirley MacLaine. Shirley MacLaine made headlines not for her latest film, but for an alleged feud with co-star Sir Anthony Hopkins during the filming of A Change of Seasons. The film, centered on marital infidelity, failed to impress audiences, but the rumored tension between MacLaine and Hopkins became the real story. Hopkins, known for his candid nature, called MacLaine the most obnoxious actress he had ever worked with. Though the reasons behind his harsh words remain unclear, the comments fueled speculation about a significant Hollywood clash between the two stars. 9. Tippi Hedren. Tippi Hedren, known for her roles in The Birds and Marnie, faced significant challenges in her career, particularly due to her relationship with director Alfred Hitchcock. Hedren alleged that Hitchcock threatened to ruin her career after she rejected his advances. These revelations resurfaced when her granddaughter, Dakota Johnson, discussed them publicly. Now in her 90s, Hedren opened up about these experiences in her 2016 memoir Tippi, where she detailed incidents of assault by Hitchcock. She also recounted enduring inhumane conditions during the filming of The Birds and unsettling encounters with the director. 10. Jane Mansfield. Jane Mansfield, the typical Hollywood blonde, became emblematic of the dumb blonde stereotype, following in the footsteps of stars like Mae West and Marilyn Monroe. She fully embraced this persona, with her curvy figure and larger-than-life personality complementing the image. Initially hired to compete with Monroe, Mansfield's fame always existed in the latter's shadow, as she was often cast in similar roles. Despite finding success in the play Will Success Spoil Rock Hunter, Mansfield lacked Monroe's natural acting talent and warmth. Monroe's charm was rooted in her freshness and relatability, qualities that Mansfield, despite her bombshell looks, struggled to capture. 11. Jeanne Moreau. Jeanne Moreau, a legendary figure in French cinema, rose to prominence despite her father's disapproval. Her passion for acting led her to the prestigious Comédie Française theater. Moreau's first marriage to fellow student Jean-Louis Richard was short-lived, ending in divorce after 2 years. Yet they maintained a strong bond, reflecting her long friendships. Deeply inspired by the rebellious spirit of Antigone, her career soared after meeting director Louis Malle while filming Elevator to the Gallows in 1957. Their on-screen chemistry in The Lovers, 1958, sparked controversy, but Moreau viewed her former lovers as brothers, emphasizing the impossibility of hatred or forgetting them. 12. Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood was an American actress known for her roles in classic films from the 1940s through the 1980s. She grappled with personal demons from a troubled childhood marked by a controlling mother. As a child star, Wood faced exploitation from much older directors, and a broken engagement in her teens hinted at future relationship complexities. While her iconic role in Rebel Without a Cause showcased her talent, it was just one part of her journey. To shield her then-husband's reputation, she took the blame for their divorce, enduring infidelity rumors, and her portrayal of Maria in West Side Story faced criticism for her non-Puerto Rican heritage. 13. Barbara Steele. Barbara Steele experienced a shift in her career and public perception. Renowned for her chilling performances in Italian horror classics like Black Sunday, she captivated audiences with her talent, intelligence, and eerily beautiful presence. Steele's career took off at just 21 with her breakout role in Black Sunday, a landmark film in Italian horror. However, despite her initial success, she grew tired of being typecast as the quintessential horror heroine, famously stating she never wanted to climb out of another coffin again, a decision that disappointed many fans and complicated her career trajectory. 14. Mia Farrow. Mia Farrow's life has been shaped by controversies, especially involving filmmaker Woody Allen. The drama intensified in 2014 when her daughter Dylan Farrow accused Allen, reigniting long-standing allegations. In an open letter, Dylan detailed troubling experiences from 2 decades earlier, supported by her mother Mia and brother Ronan. However, Mia's adopted son, Moses Farrow, offered a different perspective. As a family therapist, he accused Mia of being a bad figure, claiming she coached Dylan to fabricate the allegations. Moses also alleged Mia was emotionally and physically hurtful, deepening the already complex narrative and dividing public opinion. 15. Judy Garland. Judy Garland had already secured her legendary role as Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz at a young age, solidifying her place in Hollywood. But her journey after this success was far from smooth. Signed by MGM at 12, Garland's portrayal of Dorothy remains iconic, but her behind-the-scenes experience was difficult. Despite her key role in the film's success, she was the lowest-paid actor and faced criticism over her appearance, labeled as unconventional compared to Hollywood's bombshell stars. These challenges, despite becoming MGM's highest-grossing star, contributed to her struggles. By 1949, she was dismissed from Annie Get Your Gun, and later, MGM left her without a film contract. 16th. Anne Bancroft. Over a career spanning more than 5 decades, Anne Bancroft earned critical acclaim for her roles in a wide variety of genres. She grew into a versatile actress with a deep passion for meaningful projects. Acting was important to her only when the story had depth and substance. Despite achieving fame, Bancroft guarded her privacy fiercely, disliking public scrutiny and the dissection of her personal life. This created an intriguing contrast within her, a longing for connection and care, yet a guarded nature. She was both a commanding, sensual presence and a quick-witted, fiery personality, traits that occasionally sparked jealousy among those around her. 17. Sophia Loren. In 1960, Sophia Loren was a global sensation, known for her beauty and talent, but not everyone in Hollywood liked her, especially her El Cid co-star, Charlton Heston. Loren had already made a name in Hollywood after signing with Paramount in 1956. When she joined El Cid alongside Heston, tensions arose. Loren requested script changes for more romantic scenes, a flexible shooting schedule, and negotiated a large salary of $200,000, reportedly surpassing Heston's. Tensions peaked when Heston allegedly demanded a stand-in for Loren's close-ups. 18. Jane Fonda. Jane Fonda remains to be an intriguing figure, largely due to her involvement in the Vietnam War. Born into Hollywood royalty as the daughter of Henry Fonda, her activism began in the 1970s when she became a vocal anti-war advocate, supporting troops and draft resistors. However, her 1972 visit to Hanoi, North Vietnam, deeply tarnished her image. A photo of her seated at an anti-aircraft weapon earned her the notorious nickname, Hanoi Jane. Rumors even falsely claimed she passed secret messages to American POWs. Despite a public apology and decades passing, Fonda still evokes strong emotions, particularly among Vietnam veterans. 19th. Ann-Marget. Ann-Marget developed a deep connection with Elvis Presley during their time working together and subsequent romantic relationship. In her memoir, she reveals the strong bond they shared, rooted in their surprisingly similar upbringings and mutual frustrations with the constraints of the entertainment industry. Both of them sought to break free from the limitations of their public personas. Ann-Marget highlights their shared traditional conservative values, emphasizing respect for elders, integrity, kindness, and gratitude. Despite the pressures of Hollywood, they found comfort and support in one another's company during that time. 20. Claudia Cardinale. Claudia Cardinale, an iconic actress from the 1960s and 1970s, is famous for her beauty and talent, often listed among the most beautiful women in film. In 2011, the Los Angeles Times named her one of the 50 most beautiful women in film history. Cardinale, with her signature mystery and elegance, shared insights in an interview alongside her daughter. Her career includes over 150 films, working with Hollywood legends like John Wayne, who called her a tomboy, and David Niven, who likened her to Italy's greatest invention since spaghetti. Off-screen, her life mirrored the dramatic allure of her films. 21st. Patricia Neal. Patricia Neal's career went far beyond her role in Breakfast at Tiffany's. Although the film is a classic, her experience on set wasn't without tension. She enjoyed working with co-star George Peppard, but their relationship soured after an on-set incident, leading Neal to describe him as cold and conceited. Despite this behind-the-scenes drama, Neal's talent shone through, and her performance alongside Audrey Hepburn solidified her place in Hollywood. Beyond this role, Neal's career flourished. She earned an Academy Award for her performance in HUD and captivated audiences in many other notable films throughout her career. 22nd. Dame Diana Rigg. In recognition of her contributions to acting, Diana Rigg was made a Dame Commander of the Order of the British Empire, DBE, in 1994. Her portrayal of Tracy DiVincenzo in On Her Majesty's Secret Service started it all. Behind the scenes, her dynamic with co-star George Lazenby sparked rumors, including the playful claim that Rigg ate garlic before their love scenes to disrupt his performance. Rigg dismissed these rumors as light-hearted jokes made during lunch. Despite any alleged on-set tensions, her talent and charisma endured, establishing her as a beloved and iconic figure in entertainment throughout her distinguished career. 23rd. Hedy Lamarr. Hedy Lamarr, one of Hollywood's most controversial figures, led a life rich with unexpected twists. Born Hedwig Eva Maria Kiesler, this Austrian-American actress began her career in Czechoslovakia, but fled after a brief marriage to a wealthy arms manufacturer. While celebrated for her acting, Lamarr was also a pioneer in technology, co-inventing spread-spectrum technology during World War II to secure communication signals. Despite her groundbreaking contributions being overshadowed by legal troubles, her film Ecstasy made history by depicting a genuine orgasm, leading to condemnation from the Pope and a ban in the US, which continued to affect her legacy. 24. Stacey Dash. Stacey Dash, while largely absent from acting, has remained in the spotlight due to her controversial views on race and politics. One notable incident occurred when she defended celebrity chef Paula Deen, who faced backlash for admitting to using racial words in court. Dash's social media support added to the controversy. Her criticisms extended to the existence of black entertainment television and actor Jesse Williams, whom she labeled a house slave following his speech on racial injustice at the BET Awards. These remarks garnered widespread condemnation and led to a brief contributor role at Fox News, from which she was eventually fired. 25. Janet Leigh. Janet Leigh led a personal life that was far more intricate than her on-screen portrayal suggested. While she and her husband, Tony Curtis, were seen as a Hollywood power couple, their relationship was fraught with heartbreak and challenges. Despite their initial passion and defiance of studio pressures, their marriage, which began in 1951, eventually succumbed to resentment, competition, and jealousy. Their daughter, Jamie Lee Curtis, described their home life as overshadowed by these negative emotions. Tony Curtis himself acknowledged his insecurities in light of Janet's long-going career, contributing to the cracks in their union. 26. Julie Christie. Julie Christie is a British actress known for her captivating performances in some of the most acclaimed films of the 1960s and beyond. She rose to prominence during the 1960s and became one of the era's biggest stars. Now in her 80s, she remains connected to her earlier charm, but has dramatically shifted her priorities. During lunch at her London home, Christie shared her feelings of disconnect from the glamorous persona that the world still associates with her. Since the late 1970s, she has focused on political activism, finding the glitz of show business less appealing. Although she acknowledges the benefits of her career, she prefers tranquility over constant opportunities, channeling her energy into causes that matter to her. If you like this video, do not forget to share and subscribe. Also, let us know in the comments who surprised you in this list of the 26 most hated Hollywood actresses of the 1960s.